All right.
Hi, everybody. How are you guys? I know you can't really talk, but go in the comments. I hope everybody's doing well today. My name is Lily. As you know, we've got Jason on the line with us. He is your favorite mortgage broker. He specializes here in Florida, Orlando area, Lake Mary, anywhere. Jason, you want to tell them about yourself?
Sure. I've been in the business over 8 years now. Um, Came from a bank setting and now I'm a broker, which means, I have access to a lot of different programs that you probably haven't heard of. I'm kind of your one stop shop. So definitely competitive rates, lots of programs for you, whether it's down payment assistance or whatever you really need, any off the books programs too. So I'll be glad to help out and happy to be here with you, Lily.
Thank you. And today, everybody, we are talking about interest rates. It's kind of everybody's favorite topic right now. Everybody's kind of like, the sky is falling. Interest rates, the market's going to crash. Interest rates going to go lower. One or the other has to happen, but not necessarily. We wanted to cover a few things within that, starting with how interest rates are tied hand in hand with the purchase price. You notice how when interest rates were low, prices shot up, supply and demand. Everybody's like, I'm going to go to Florida, especially with COVID. Everybody could work from home. So it's especially everybody flooding to Florida. Now interest rates went up. So maybe you and your 1,000 cousins are like, we're going to wait for interest rates to go down. And right now, there's such supply on the market that you can pick and choose. I really like that home, but I'm going to wait for interest rates to go down. Why do that? Because when interest rates go down, you and your 1,000 cousins all going to jump in at the same time. So now that house is not only taken, but it's taken at a price $30,000 over what you could get it now for. So that's the first thing I wanted to bring up. But also, there are interest rate buy downs, which Jason's kind of the professional more on that. He's going to go into the strategy of the numbers. So I'll let you take over, Jason.
Sure. Well, thank you. Um, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. What we're seeing now is I think that we've got to the top of the market in interest rates and we're seeing some movement back down. Is it permanent? Who knows? But with that, right now, I feel like it's a really small window to jump back in before it gets flooded again with those low interest rates, lots of buyers that have now waited. And now you're going to be competing for that same house. And now you're going to have to pay extra for it. So instead of getting the house, you're not going to get the house. You're going to have to pay over the asking price and you're going to get no concessions.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy now, even with the higher interest rates, you can negotiate some closing cost coverage. There might only be a couple of offers on the house versus 40 and 50 we were seeing before. It was crazy.
I see
So you're
listings
going to
every
be,
day that
right?
say seller motivated, seller will pay all buyers closing costs. These sellers are bending over backwards when they have to move. If it's not like a who knows, let's see what I get in this market. If it's not that type of seller, if it's I'm downsizing, my kids graduated, we're pregnant, we need a 5 bedroom house now. Like I'm not, guys. Don't start anything. But in any case, they're forced to sell. They have to. Job relocation, they have to. And with these interest rates, they're kind of like put the house on the market and it's crickets. So if that one buyer reaches out and offers 30,000 under and they're asking you to pay their closing costs and maybe buy down their interest rate, bet you they're going to be interested in it.
Yeah,
Sorry to
yeah, for
interrupt you,
sure.
Ronald.
No, you're good. No, I'm on board with you. You're right.
Uh,
And what she was talking about in regards to buying down the interest rate, there's different types of buy downs. What I would personally recommend is temporary buy downs, not a permanent buy down at this point. And the reason why is because we do see interest rates going down in the next 12 to 24 months. So with that, you're going to refinance into that permanent number.
mhm.
So with that, if you do a temporary buy down, you ask for closing cost coverage, that will actually cover the cost of the buy down. And to give you an example, the house was $300,000. Your mortgage payment usually is around 2,500 a month. Right here in this market, which that's what rent now. I think we talked about Lily
Yeah.
for what a 2 bedroom maybe, and
Usually, yeah, usually about a 3 bedroom. 2 bedroom, if it's like a luxury apartment, people are paying that just around the corner.
Yeah.
not
So
building
with
any.
that at 2,500, you can have a house, do a 1.0 buy down, which will probably still have money left over from closing cost coverage to pay some of your real closing costs. And you're gonna save $200 a month, so you'll be in the 2,300 range, and that's for what, a four bedroom house.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Imagine what you could do with $200 a month over 30 years. Hold up. 30 times 200. That's six. Wait, no. 30 times 12 per month times 200. $72,000 you're saving. So do not bug about the interest rate whenever you can buy it down. And also, we keep saying the word refinance. A lot of people don't know what that means, like until they actually refinance something. Like I refinanced my car before I got into real estate, and I'm like, oh, so like for me it's common knowledge, but for common knowledge isn't so common, basically. If you
Yeah.
can explain what refinancing means and why people say terms like date the rate, marry the house, why do they say that?
Because obviously marrying the house is going to be a permanent thing or a much longer time.
Yeah, the commitment.
Dating is a shorter period, and with that, you're hoping that it does go down. So with that, you're going to switch out that rate from a 7% to a 6%, and instead of just 1 year, it's going to be for 30 years, the life of the loan. So, like you said, it would be 72,000 over the life of the loan. That's a lot of money to save and put back into your pocket, or pay off your house quicker if you
For
want to
college.
still make that payment. I
Yeah,
mean,
like
that's a lot of cash. So,
what I
and
would
that's
do is,
just 1%.
yeah, that's just 1%. Now, like thinking about that, like 72,000, I'm a very proactive person. Obviously, like I'm a homeowner and mid-20s, and I'm proud of everybody that does that. Like I'm happy for everybody. And now I'm just thinking for the future, like my daughter's college. I know there's plans that you can pay a monthly amount and whatever they want to do, but that's money that I'm not paying to the government or the lender, whoever, like let the seller buy this down for you guys. I got off topic as soon as I started talking about my daughter. Every time. Sorry. I love her so much. uh yeah, so there's just so many things that you could do. And with the supply and demand right now, it's a good time to buy, even with interest rates being higher. Date the rate, marry the house. I wanted to ask, I've had this being a common question with buyers, and I know the answer, but for the common buyer, how much does it cost to refinance? Some people think it's the closing cost amount, like the $9,000 or $8,000 they pay to close on their house.
Yeah, so closing costs on purchasing a home versus refinancing are definitely less. You get to use a lot of the same documents you already use, so you don't have to reinvest in those. So make sure you keep your documents from that closing, so you have them on hand for the refinance. What's that?
I said your realtor has them. If you don't, just email
Right.
awesome realtor who keeps everything for you.
Absolutely. And then with that, usually I say it's probably 1% of the actual loan amount plus 1,500 bucks, give or take. So you're looking at a couple of $1,000, yes. 3,000-4,000, depending on the price, but it's probably close to half the cost.
Yeah.
And then there's so many different things too. Go ahead.
And then you save that amount every year, pretty much.
Oh yeah. Not only that, but there's so many different things you can do on that refinance. And when you do, sometimes you might have mortgage insurance, and now you're going to get rid of that bill as well because you've got some equity in your house. There's just a lot of things on that refinance that can really save you more than what we're just talking about here. So you definitely want to check into it. I would check into it yearly. If you don't have something from your loan officer, coming out monthly, letting you know how much equity is in your home, check with somebody. We'll be glad to do it.
Yeah, everything with real estate is literally about strategy. I've seen people refinance and have a little bit of a higher interest rate just so that they can waive that private mortgage insurance. And even like, I'm going to go a little deeper into it, you guys. I'm sorry. I told myself I was going to keep it short, but HELOCs, investment properties, the wealth that you can build with real estate. I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to save that for another day, but it's exciting.
Yeah. There's lots that you can do once you get that first one.
It's just so exciting. Like that momentum that you build, and then it's barely snowball. Before I go all ADD on everybody, do you have more to say?
No, I think that's it. Other than the times now, don't keep waiting. Reach
Mhm.
out totally, go see some houses. We'll get you pre-approved and
Yeah.
get you moving in the right direction.
How much do people pay in rent? Now, wait, 1 second. Last thing, 2,500 if you rent. I don't know what your rent is, guys, but 2,500 times 12, $30,000 a year.
Get your throwing in the garbage.
Let's wait on interest rates to drop another 3 years. $90,000, and you're paying an extra $40,000 on that house that you would have paid today. Just food for thought, sit on it, meditate on it. What do they say? Marinate in that a little bit. Oh, my package is delivered. I got some extension cords for my Christmas lights. Anywho, it's been great, Jason.
Always good to talk.
Thank you so much. And everybody, you see the little banner right there. There's a Hometown Heroes program too. They added more funds to it, $35,000 free assistance. There's all kinds of assistance out there. Don't be scared, guys. Just reach out to me. But have a great day. And thank you again, Jason.
Take care. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.